to this growing total, looking for a third try in this second half. Francois Steyn just cannot resist a drop goal.
He's an addict.
He needs to go to some kind of drop goal clinic. There's Foden. Come in, Duckle. Care. Wilson, oh, he's gone through there all right. Staying with the tackle, but Curry. Palmer trying to get there, not required this time as Care was up in support, so too Hodgson. Wilson who started this, and Volvo who sort of ended it for England in terms of a contest. England will get a penalty here for holding on. Care is off again. Gets it to Simon Shaw, onto Palmer. Oh, it was so on. Cueto in his bright new white shirt, bloodstained, removed, was there waiting for that try that will never come to him, it seems. Scored so many in the early part of his England career.
2-0 here.
Well, Shanahan was there as well, wasn't he?
Shaw does brilliantly. It's got to go earlier there, Tom Palmer. It's a great tackle from Eddie Jacobs, but Palmer's got to catch that and give it. He did this for a fraction too long. It's the right hand just takes it away. But that's not about drawing Jacobs. There's nobody out there. He catches and he gives it, and that is a try.
Probably wouldn't have changed the final result, but it would have given England a bit more respectability, a bit of a lift, being the crowd a lift as well.
Well, David Wilson, who I thought played very well last week until he went off, carrying well, he's added to his game. And again, Henry Faree has been intelligent, he's been strong, and you just felt, is this the break England get through? Hodgson on the gain line, and this should have been the first try after Mbogo is turned over. It just hasn't happened.
And that's the key question, Stuart. Why haven't England been able to rise to the heights that we saw, or anywhere near those that we saw against Australia today? Why is
Power, Mars. South Africa has smashed England in the contact. They've dominated the line out, they've shaded the scrum, and England for the first time are playing with minority ball, and with minority ball against a powerful defence, they've been knocked backwards. South Africa have shown experience and know-how, and England have looked a little bit naive.
And another example of it there at the scrum, and the penalty for South Africa. So your Investec man of the match, final 1 of 4.
But the tempo has been controlled by the South African pack, and this man has thrown brilliantly, he's scrummaged well, he's made his tackles and carried. World-class hooker, Bismarck du Plessis, he's my Investec man of the match.
He raises the ball aloft to throw in to Matfield.
Mind you, I was going to say I could hit my man if it was Victor Matfield.
Into Arira. Pinar. Smith. What a good player he is.
He's
what
fabulous.
A good game he's had. Pinar again to Steyn, and Volvo off and running again, and Foden comes forward now. Foden sometimes, when he breaks through him like that, he can get away from the chasing man. But again, South Africa were there in sufficient numbers, and that has been the story of the game. Got 3 more there, making the tackle on Banahan. We used the phrase earlier, hunting packs. The South African team has gone forward. It's Francois Steyn to Willem Albert, and Fuhart quite comfortable on the wing. He's played there frequently before, of course. Matfield to Pinar, to Smith, to Jacobs, to CJ van der Linde. He'll try and straighten this. Now he'll look for the pass, and it's Foden who comes in and takes it. And he's going to get a run right at the end. Right at the end of the autumn internationals. He goes not quite the Aston length of the field, but far enough.
Oh, they missed the conversion.
Mike Tindall came forward with the drop goal conversion and missed it.
Doesn't matter, because they would have been 8 points behind.
Of course they would, but it is something to give England a bit of a lift at the end. Ben Foden still have learned the same lessons still have the same reflections at the end of the match, but something at least for the Twickenham crowd to shout about.
Well, it might be for the Twickenham crowd, it won't be for the England dressing room.
2 and 14.
5 points, but no consolation whatsoever. Tyndall wants to go quickly. Watch this.
14.
That's a pretty awful drop kick, really, but it's not as if it would have given England a chance of winning it.
Where's 14?
No, we said against New Zealand, there's no such thing as a consolation. Players don't think like that. Change the score a little bit, which all the fans, I suppose, sort of helps as they leave the ground and trudge away. Do pay a decent amount of money, but of course they came here to see an England win. And they have seen is a very powerful South African display, and they're working through the bench as well now, with Strauss and Lambie on to get their caps. Young Patrick Lambie, there's an interesting character, just 20. 1 minute left for England to try and steal another. Care to Tyndall.
Release him, Lobbies.
Care again. Hodgson to Easter. Oh, Foden's dropped out, and he had Shaw outside as well.
Well, they haven't been able to get outside South Africa's rush defence very often, and when they have, they're just snatching at it now.
It's one of those games,
Miles, I think.
yeah, and I think it's one of those games where there's not much more for England to learn from it. Just need it to end now and go away and think about, you know, the power lesson. But that's a lesson that England have been able to teach themselves before, the power game. But the penalty count, that has been a bit of a problem for England through the autumn and hasn't always been punished.
No, well, one of the facts here is South Africa have been strong at the breakdown, and that's one of the reasons why individuals throw themselves over the top. There have been some very loose, ill-disciplined moments from England in this game, but that tends to happen when the opposing team take control, and South Africa have just got hold of this ball and they have outmuscled England, and they have gone forward. They've been beautifully marshalled by Steyn and Pienaar, and the forwards have done the rest. The backs have been powerful, and this is a painful lesson for England, all right. This is a painful one.
Pause.
Those free kicks and penalties coming up the scrum now.
Yep.
Easter upended,
Hands out, Green.
and this will be the final play of the game. England will still keep going for it. It's South Africa's joy to put the ball off. England will not want to do that. Care, Hodgson, happy. Taking on Steyn there, and a lovely offload from Shante Happy. We've seen some good touches from him, and lots more this autumn, but it's gone forward, and the world champions just